Hello everyone and welcome back to Baldur's Gate. This is episode 16. Last time we flooded the mine. Davion was defeated and we partied hard before arriving to the bridge before Baldur's Gate. We're so close now. Very, very exciting stuff. Obviously we've played the game for quite a while. It's not quite the, getting to Act 3 so many hours in arriving to Baldur's Gate. But we are in Chapter 5, so, I don't know how many chapters there are total, of course, and I don't know how much game we have, but it feels like we've played a pretty substantial amount of the game so far. Let's head on into the bridge. We're finally going to Baldur's Gate. We solved a bit of an ocean problem in regards to Umberlee before around this area. Unfortunately,
the most prolific adventurer must take some time to rest.
We will. Couldn't save the farmer's son. Corin and Minsk. Bloody hell. You don't hear Jahira and Dinair complaining, do you guys? Come on. Let's go. We'll go find an inn. We'll get some rest. I've expected to encounter some guards or civilians on the bridge at least. It's pretty quiet at the moment.
I serve the flaming fist.
There we go. The entrance tax is 6 gold pieces for each party of travelers. Please announce your point of origin. The mystical land of frolicking naked nymphs where your every desire is granted by bold, blubbering bugbears. Hee hee. I'm gonna get thrown in jail. I don't like your sarcasm. If you won't cooperate, then I'll just bring you to talk with my commander.
Citizens, please step forward.
Okay. And we paid the 6 gold, or he probably just took it from our coin purse out of sheer disgust. First off, let me introduce myself. I'm Scar, second in command of the Flaming Fist. Though it is not necessary for you to reveal your names, please answer me this. Are you the group that was involved in the trouble at the Nashkel mines? Well, what do you mean by involved in the trouble? You mean like, was I poisoning the iron? Was I the leader of the kobolds? Did I stop it? Did I kind of fix the whole situation? Yep, that was us. Well, I have to say you've made quite the commotion up here in Baldur's Gate. I can't really put my finger on a single source, but there have been many strange happenings going on within the city. It's been getting harder and harder for me to put trust in someone. I need outsiders to do some investigations, people with no connections to anyone within the city. Would you be interested in working for me in such a capacity? This is going to be one of when people ask for help out in the wild, the unfortunate souls out there just trying to make do, and they're in a desperate situation, I say, yeah, I'll help you. And I don't mention a reward. I don't ask to be paid. I do it. When there is, the Flamin' Fist, and we're dealing with like a mercenary company group, you want my help? You lubricate my wallet. All right, then. What I'm about to tell you must be held in the strictest confidence. Do you understand? I need you to begin an investigation of the Seven Sons trading Costa. The Seven Sons leadership has been acting strangely of late. They've been selling off valuable assets and neglecting many of their more profitable trading ventures. Considering the importance that the trading Costa holds over the economy of the city, the Grand Dukes are noticeably upset. I've gone to talk to the Costa's head, Jarso. He rudely rebuffed me, telling me to mind my own business. I've known Jarso for many years, and this isn't his usual behavior. I can't start up an official investigation, as there is no real reason for doing so. That's why I need you. We read letters about this, and we copied them, right? One of them is in relation to this. I think they've got someone on the inside. We're ready to go for it, but there's something you need to know first. We think that the Iron Throne may be behind recent events along the coast. At the mines in Nashkel and in Cloakwood, we've learned much about the goals and methods of the Iron Throne, and it doesn't bode well for the future of this region. Well, that sheds new light on things. There's nothing I can really do about it now, but I'll make sure to look into it. I want you to break into the Seven Sons compound and find out what's wrong. Use stealth in your investigations. I don't want this operation to cause too much fuss. The most important person to watch for is Jarso. Once you've found out as much as possible, report back to me at the Flaming Fist compound. I'll pay you 2,000 gold for this favor. The estate is located on the southwest side of town. I wish you all the best of luck. Remember, once you're done at the Seven Sons estate, it's imperative that you meet me at the Flaming Fist barracks, which are just west of the Seven Sons. Very good. We have been hired for an investigation. Can I get free entry into the city? Can I get my gold back? No? Okay. I'm helping you out. You help me out? Okay. Can we make that 2006 gold for the payment? Actually, why did I only lost 6 gold, right? It said the party has lost gold 6. Didn't they say 6 for each? 6 gold pieces for each party. Oh, each party of travelers, not each traveler in the party. Reading is important. Quail.
Walking alone in the Coastway Road. How smart is this?
Walking alone in the Coastway Road. Oh my god, look at this guy. Hey ho there, fellow travelers. You look to be wanderers of the adventuring sort. Tell me, what direction calls you? Currently, on the path, we're going west. Westward till dawn, if plans stay unchanged. I don't know if it's till dawn, but let's just say southwest. So I'm heading south for a time, though that may change. It is the same for me. Surely this lends us a familial bond of sorts. The smart move would be to travel as one, especially with the number of bandits in the area. You probably need the counterbalance of my intelligence as well. No. Oh my god. No, and don't call me Shirley. It's nice to play a game that has its occasional self-aware, humor references. And you can even understand them. Sometimes. Join up. I'm fairly certain he's probably going to say the same thing for whatever direction we chose. Well, I suppose I'll be on my way then, you idiot. You said yes? I mean, of course, I'll come with you. My intellect and skill as a cleric will undoubtedly make your group much better than it is. Onward. Oh, man. This man doesn't take rejection very well. All right, Corin, just wait a sec. We got to get this guy's story. Whoa, gained a lot of spells. Can we start telling characters to meet us in Baldur's Gate if we go back to the Friendly Arm Inn and if we find a tavern? Surely, right? I don't know if that's going to be worth it long term because this is the northernmost area. And at least the Friendly Arm Inn and Baragost is like kind of middle ground if I ever need to travel back down south. All right, we got a new guy who has Chromatic Orb, Acid Arrow, Mirror Image, Deafness, Monster Summoning, Wraith Form. You don't have sleep, do you? I've got to stealth into a location. Surely we could just walk on in there and go, everyone go to sleep. We have a Cleric Illusionist, Chaotic Neutral Gnome. That is a gnome after my own heart right there with that description. You remind me of a guy in the future. This is now my canon story. This guy is my Baldur's Gate 3 gnome is descended from this guy. Right? Absolutely. All right. Additional priest and mage spells and some more lore. And proficiency in a club and a sling. Anything else? Should I make you proficient in something else? Maybe just, honestly, just keep it up with like single weapon style. Considering we can't even put more in these. I mean, you're a spell character. I could give you a quarterstaff. I don't really have one though. We don't really have any wizard staffs, do we? We'll just do that. Easy peasy. All right. What have you got on you? The basics. What's your story? When asked about his past, Quail talks about for a good hour about his worship of Baravar Cloakshadow, how he is well on his way to mastering sorcery, and just generally how incredibly smart he is compared to everyone else in the party. He was apparently encouraged to strike out on his own as soon as he came of age because, as he claims, he was simply too gifted to remain in that stifling environment. You get the feeling, however, that no one was terribly broken up about his leaving. He says that he apprenticed in the arts of magic and the worship of Baravar under a gnome named Gifos, though it was not long before this teacher also sent him on his way. Since then, Quail has wandered the Sword Coast looking for people who were willing to accept his wisdom and instruction. It has likely been a long walk. I mean, he is intelligent. It's up there, you know. Maybe a bit egotistical and used to rejection, judging by his response that was coming my way. Probably not going to remain in the party, my boy. But it was nice to meet you and to speak about you for a while. We don't have an option to send a Baldur's Gate in yet because we haven't entered, so we'll have to find out if that is a thing. But get out of here, guy. What is he going to say? Please don't leave me out here. Do you hear buzzards? I hear buzzards. Take a hike. Well, I could just leave him here, but we'll say, wait for me at the Friendly Arm Inn. There's a couple of friends there, just a few. That seems a remarkably stupid idea, but I suppose the only way of convincing you of that is to play along with it. Okay. Another patron of the Friendly Arm Inn. Joke's on him. I'm heading east, not south. That does actually pop up with an area up there, so there is something. There isn't the option to go west, because it's a tree line only. Oh, and here we are, at the edge of everything. Well, now I'm a little tempted to check out this little spot of potential farmland, aren't I? Will the game reward my efforts at exploration by coming down all this way? Or do I prepare myself to be disappointed?
Camaraderie, adventure, and steel on steel. The stuff of legend.
Disappointed. All right, we can quickly pop off to the left here, though. The first part of the city. So it's really cool that they're all in their different segments. Let's go up here. Sorry, Baldur's Gate. 1 second. We're gonna go look at whatever's up here. Zombies! Get them! Zombies hanging outside near the castle walls of Baldur's Gate. I'm so speedy. At least it's me at the front instead of Dinah Hare, so I can't really complain. Whoa, okay, more than one this time. Alright, Jahir is almost out of darts, and then she'll go clubbing. Dynahare leveling up for some additional weapon proficiencies. Oh, we could give Dynahare a dagger. That would actually be pretty decent. Obviously, we want Dynahare to be more of like a long-range thing. Oh, actually, I should probably just go for darts, hey. I should probably just do darts. I was thinking of dagger because there's been a couple of good, like, dagger items around, but then dino hair is made out of paper, so distance is the plan there. But, these darts can now be potentially shared. We just save them for, like, a rainy day, though. Like, especially when they're ones like this. Don't want to burn through them. Save them for the proper fights. Alright, I was kind of hoping that some area close to Baldur's Gate might be more than just a zombie field. Can't even actually go up to the north either for a new area. There's nothing further up. I see a structure. I don't have high hopes considering zombies in the area. Oh, okay. Buddy, it's dangerous outside right now. Wenrick.
Hello, pal.
There's been something killing peoples in and around the farms here, zombies or something. I can understand if you can't stomach the task, but just between you and me, real personal likes, I don't know who else is gonna do it. All of us have been going for a week now without sleep. We've counted 20 zombies or so keep track as you kill them, if that's what your plan's on doing. Once you got them all come back here, I'll give you the 150 gold pieces that some of us have pulled together. Okay, it is a zombie infestation. How many have we killed? Surely close to 20 by now. We'll just walk through this next bit of darkness and I'm sure we'll find the last of them. We killed one at a time for a while and then there was a couple of groups. Basically just kill all the ones you see and then you're good. It really is the zombie field part of the map. Complete with zombie hunting quest. Ah, the remaining zombies, I take it. And they didn't have shit on them. Alright, I'll be taking that tiny, tiny 150 gold pieces. Honestly, at this point, it's like, when you get rewards like this, I'm like, keep it, buddy. Thanks, that's been real generous of yous. Maybe we can all finally get a wink of sleep yet. Here's that 150 gold pieces we promised yous. If we adds more, we'd give them to you. A reward of 150 gold pieces for 20 zombies seems a little low. Perhaps I should have bargained. Honestly, the 800 experience is going to be the thing that I am grateful for. So we'll take it. And we're out of here. It's a quick little 800 experience. Camaraderie. Adventure. Zombies. Finally entering Baldur's Gate. Here? Oh my god, look, it's the circus.
Oh, there, wanderer.
We're in! Oh my god.
To indulge an old man.
Old man has arrived. Good day to thee, young one. What a marvelous happenstance that we should again cross paths, especially in such a grand city as this. Ah, I see by thine eyes that thou have no time for my wry banter. 'Tis true, our meeting was no accident, though I do honestly take pleasure in seeing thee again. A pleasure I do not share. Leave me be, old man. It is good to see you again. What brings you here? Oh, all citizens of the Sword Coast eventually pass through Baldur's Gate, and I know thou wouldst as well. Forgive my continued meddling, but I believe it is warranted, especially considering the pressures thou art no doubt confronting. My pestering of thee certainly pales in comparison to the influence thou hast felt from others, including thine own self. Gorion raised thee as best he could, but 'tis hard indeed to overcome what is bred in the bone, much more so in this case, I would imagine. King of vague posting king, right here. He just constantly, comes back up to me and says, you're a strange one with, there's something about you. I can't tell you, I know, but I just want you to know that I know that I'm not gonna tell you. But I will just say, 'tis hard indeed to overcome what is bred in the bone. Okay, so I'm evil. Or something. What is my issue? I'm adopted. Gorion raised me as best I can, but apparently I've got something terrible in these bones. It's bone cancer. And then he says, much more so in this case. I've been dreaming of oceans of blood lately, and apparently my inner self didn't like that I started to enjoy the cruise. Can you give me some insight into that? What sort of figure am I connected to? Who's my real papa and mama? Where am I from? I'm gonna be from one of the 9 circles of hell. And I just kind of was thrown out, exiled as a baby. I was found. I was rolling down a hill constantly. And Gorion found me, covered in flames, and said, this tiny little devil will be my son. Am I close? What do you know of Gorion? He was my long friend, and we talked often, though less after he settled down with thee. He was quite the traveler in his day, though he never regretted his new role as foster father. He felt a stable childhood would better prepare thee for, well, the problems that would eventually come. He cared deeply for thee. I hope this was not lost on you. He was a good man, though I would prefer to walk my own path. I was not suggesting that thou should do otherwise. Whatever the motives, independence is always a wise course to follow. My worry is that thy lineage is harder to escape than most. Thou hast bad blood in thee, though Gorion did what he could to teach thee well and true. Thou hast hungry blood within thee as well, and it would not let thee go without a fight. For better or worse, what's bred in the bone will be dealt with in time. I trust thou hast the will to face what is within thee. Just spit it out. Just spit it out. He goes, bad blood. Bad blood. Hungry blood too. Bad to the bone. I hope you'll be all good. I'm not going to tell you what it is, though, so I can't prepare you further. I just have to vague post at you. That's crazy. Just tell me. I will conquer all, whether from within or afar. I know little of what is to come, but I will do what is best. Yeah, of course I know little. I ain't been told shit. So there you go. I have bad blood. Not very good, Mama Papa. I am sure the future will be kind to thee. For now, I will give thee my best wishes and a few names that will serve thee well. Scar of the Flaming Fist is a good man and well worth trusting. His superior, Duke Elton, is also a good sort. Both are to be believed when they speak. I take my leave and wish thee well. Thanks, Dungeon Master Elminster, for steering me on my course. He was a little more forthcoming with information this time. Was he? Was he? Why can I not read? Where did that go? What was the journal entry?
This city is a blight on the landscape. Better to have let the land grow wild.
Ah, it's in my journal. He apparently knew Gorion well and thought him a good man to care for me. He also spoke of bad blood and a taint that will consume me if care is not taken. Hey, he didn't say that. He said hungry. Ain't nothing about my taint. What this means, though, I am not sure. I will heed this warning, though. I have little time to dwell on it. He did give me some names, though. Scar and Duke Elton. Very good. So... the notes that we copied were here, right? We copied these notes. Our plans go smoothly. We have placed our first agent among the ranks of the Seven Sons Trading Costa. So that's...
Ryan would be proud.
Yeah,
No action.
that's what we have. Shit is crazy, man. Okay. Let's talk to some people.
Life's been getting
Away with you! Or the guard will have you boiled in oil! Or perhaps fricasseed in oil! With a lovely salmon white wine sauce and those lovely little breadsticks that are just so good. Yum. What a welcoming.
You're a long
Those damn Omnian always looking to take way more off than anyone they can. They are so foolish to risk war with Baldur's Gate. I don't know what they hope to gain.
You're a handsome bunch, ain't ya?
I'm sorry to be so intrusive, but aren't you those adventurers who cleared out the monsters at the mines of Nashkel? I have to say how pleasant it is to see people who are willing to risk their lives to help others.
Arms for the poor.
Alms for the poor? Get a job. Take this gold coin and use it well, beggar. Thank you. And who's this? Nobleman.
Hello. Nice to make the acquaintance of such a cultured personage.
My favorite thing is like the voice lines of NPCs directly conflicting with the text on screen. Approach me not, I'll ruffle you up, I will. Ignore what I just said. Do you think our guy is gonna be here? Mr. Bard? Volo? You know what's really funny? Is, you know, obviously, Volo and Baldur's Gate 3, we're aware. He's just a random guy in one bar, you know? He's hanging out in one inn.
This group needs not quite as much help as I thought.
Lucky Elo's discount store.
What do you need?
Hey there, friend. You're some kind of adventurer, aren't you? Well, I've heard that Commander Scar's been on the lookout for some hardy folk. Won't say why he needs more mercenaries, but then that's Flaming Fist business. Thanks for the pointer. No problem.
You're a long
The whole iron shortage is just a precursor to an Omnian invasion. Trust me, I know. All indications point their way. It's so obvious. It's like they were too stupid to try cover their tracks. A paranoid of a possible war indeed. All right, into the discount store. Can I buy some cheap bootleg equipment?
Bustle. Why, the cities of Rashomon are empty compared.
All right, Lucky Elo.
My prices are the best south of Waterdeep.
Hi, folks. Welcome to Lucky Elo's, where the prices are so low there's gotta be something wrong. Nobody sells it lower than me because nobody buys it cheaper. If you can find a price lower than mine this side of Kalimshan, the item will probably kill you. What can I get for you? Let's have a look. I love that it's like you get what you pay for. An 1800 gold two-handed sword. How cool would it be if you could identify while it is in the inventory? Wouldn't that be so sick? A quarterstaff 1, which is only 9 gold. So I have the feeling that this is not magical or something unique, but maybe quarterstaff +1 or maybe it ends up being like a unique quarterstaff or something like that. What's the unique one? Not unique quality, I mean. Maybe? A two-handed sword, though, it's a risk. Yeah, let's take a potion of perception beforehand, and then I can just see what he has, right? So many different protection scrolls, so we know at the very least that there's protection from some of the elements here, as well as probably some poison and other ailments. We don't think we have anything that can be identified because we've been smashing it out. I'm gonna just give me that. We'll take that off your hands just for a second. It's a low risk item. It's a quarterstaff. Take that. Every time I kick Corin out, I forget that he is very polite and he passes over a little gem bag. He says, "Here's your bag." Okay, quarterstaff. It's not automatically identified, so it is okay. Hello, it is something. It is a cursed staff, though. This ossifier. The surface of this 7-foot shaft more resembles stone than wood, but in the hands of a skilled wielder, it weighs little more than a staff of oak. Along its length appears the ghost-like images of various foes caught in defensive postures, appearing almost as though they have been suddenly turned to stone. Casts bark skin on target upon each successful hit. Interesting. So you essentially become like a hit your own friends to give them bark skin, and then this is stuck on you. No, thank you. Can I sell that back to you for more than 9 gold? I hope so. Otherwise, I'll be deeply upset. Let's also buy the 2-handed sword for 1800. I'd like to see what that is and who we can give that to. I will take your potion of healing. He has the antidotes. Wait a second. Okay, potion of healing is... no, wait. It's oddly murky. No, this is not... Don't think that this is the potion of healing. Is it? No. This one is fine. But this is not potion of healing. And that is not, obviously, the green antidote. So I'm going to... Yeah, away with you. Because what is it? It's the elixir of health, isn't it? Yeah. I won't fall for that. I won't fall for it. But I'm probably falling for whatever these cursed items are. I've bought the thing, and now I'm going to also ask you to identify it for me as well. Double whammy. That's a $1,900 sword now. Gold Digger +1. Crafted by dwarves in service to the Temple of Joaquin in Arm, this 2-handed sword draws power from the gold in its wielder's purse. For the wealthy, it strikes mighty blows. For the impoverished, the Gold Digger is no better than a mundane greatsword. It consumes 10 gold per successful hit for a 1d10 +4. That could be kind of useful. Like, look how strong that is. That is kind of huge. So 12 to 21 with consuming 10 gold, we have a lot of money. And the comparison is doing 716 and 814 with 2 hits. I think the 2-handed one is better, given the fact that the numbers are smaller, but there's 2 of them. So it might not end up being like the best. Might not end up being the best thing ever in terms of being worth the money, but that's all right. Let's see how it sells, you know? I think that's the important thing. If I was to sell it to you, oh well. Should probably unequip it, shouldn't I? To see. The ossifier now sells for 4 less gold. So I feel inclined to assume that this would also sell for less. It does. It does. That's fine. I'll pay for the mistake. All right? I'll pay for the mistake. We'll keep it. It's unique. I've got a lot of money anyway. While he's looking that way, can I just... Got a heavy crossbow over here. History of the Red Ravens and a Chazar gem. Have we read this before? One of the few long-standing mercenary companies that operate in Cormier, the Red Ravens have a strength on paper of 110 swords. Yes, we have read this. That's a shame. Now let me distract you. Oh no, you're just facing here. I can't get you to... Hang on, if I click on him from over here, he turns to face me. There you go, perfect. Now you look in here. It's just not worth it. Where'd you come from? How'd you know that we were perusing the shelves? Hey, isn't that just window shopping? We're looking what's on the shelf before we choose to purchase. Wait, I was just window shopping, but, you know, to tide things over and to make things square, we pay you money. How about 100 gold to let us alone? I've made an enemy of Baldur's Gate already by looking on shelves. Can't a man look upon a shelf? Can a man not look upon a shelf in his spare time? Okay. I'll reload the save where I bought this sword, right? We'll commit to the mistake I've made to buy this sword upon the reload, which sells for 1 gold piece if you do not identify it. Very good. I wasn't stealing just so I could get caught and reload to not buy the sword. And that is proof. We are keeping the blade and moving on with our day. Okay. You get what you pay for, indeed. Cursed magical items and murky potions. Rotten. Rotten things. Been a while since we've had a brand new hub for us to explore though, so this is fun. I have to tell you, keep away from anybody claiming to be a member of the Iron Throne trading cartel. They're bad folk and not to be trusted. I'm not fat and big boned. Enormously boned, actually. Fantastically huge bones, the likes of which have never been seen on creatures without a trunk or a blowhole. I didn't ask. Okay, I guess I shouldn't just go unlocking doors as well.
You're a long-tongued lamb.
My pretty town, ain't this? A word to the wise, though. She's all surface. Scratch her a bit and the rot shines through, I tell you. Check out the undercellar sometime. You'll see what I'm meaning. Why, nothing bad could ever happen in such a beautiful city. The undercellar. What happens there? Anything to do with folks from the Iron Throne? Mayhaps it does, but I wouldn't know. That place takes all types, the filthy rich and the dirty poor, the brightest of rogues and the most tarnished of holy men. Aye, for there walk the ladies of the night, and all souls sink for their kisses like moths to the light. Now go, it is best not to linger on such thoughts. To the undercellar we go. The door to this house is rotting off its hinges. You assume the house has been abandoned for years. Oh. You were right, sir. I looked a bit, and the town, it is rotten. Can we attack doors? We cannot. Interesting. Can we get rotted doors open?
Shows promise exceptional.
Did you hear how their mines at Nashville were shut down for the longest time? Somebody went in there and made short work of the bastards. Now it's open again. It'll take a while for the iron stores to build up again, but them folks sure helped us out. Yes, good.
Can I assist you?
I've heard lots of talk about war. It's all my husband and his loudmouth friends can talk about. I don't believe it for 1 second. Arm and Baldur's Gate have always been at peace, and I think it'll stay that way.
Yeah?
I recognize you. You're those adventurers who've been cleaning up all the bandits, ain't you? The leader of your bunch's name Apocalypse. Why are you here up at the gate? Are you restocking, or have you come because there's evil to fight in town? Evil? Here in Baldur's Gate? Why would you think that? Have you heard rumors or some such? I heard some weird stuff about the merchant consortiums in town. Both the Seven Sons and the Merchants League have been acting real strange of late. Then there's that new Iron Throne that just moved in. They took over that huge abandoned tower in the west side of town. Well, that's all I really know. It was nice meeting some real adventurers. Bye now. Useful information. Yeah, it didn't get added into my journal, so I'll do it. Iron Throne. West abandoned tower. Could be something. But who knows? Maybe she misheard. And it's the Iron Bone. A store for dogs. And Misk pet food items. Alright, let's continue.
Hello there.
You're adventurers! I know a place. It's called the Splurging Sturgeon. It's located in the northeast of town. A good time. The splurging sturgeon in the northeast. Oh, so I guess that also translates to we've got to walk to all of the different zones to go through the city. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
You're a long-tongued lout, ain't you?
Long-tongued lout? Alright, we're getting some repeats. Which is fair enough. Look at this place. A door that is open?
Hi, friend.
Whoa, rogue. You there. What are you doing in this place? You better get out of here. Unless, of course, you know the password. Yeah, I know the password. Well, if you know the password, then spill it. Darkwell, Ravenscar, Mask, Favord, Odie, Mercury, and Shadow. I have a 1 in 7 chance of getting this password correct. Quick, can I take a potion of wisdom, potion of intelligence? How to potion of figure it out? These are all very good passwords. I'm torn between Darkwell and Mercury. Surely it's not Shadow. That's like 2 on the nose for a rogue. Mercury. Fuck. Wrong answer. Get out of here before you get hurt. I might not be able to stop a bunch of well-armed adventurers, but if you cause any trouble in the guild, don't be expecting to walk out in one piece. All right. Can I try again? I'm going to go with Darkwell, which was the other one. Fuck. All right. Can I try again? Ravenscar. Okay. Shadow. Thank God it wasn't Shadow Man. Okay. Okay. Bodhi. Okay. Shit. Mask. No way. Are they all wrong? What was that one? You know what? I should have picked it because it was the one that made no sense. I don't know what that word means. And all the other ones sounded cool and stuff. That was just, yeah, that's the password. Right in the middle. I picked every single one. That's right, pal. You can go in now. Oh, cool. Thanks. Farford. Cool. All right. Well, he's let me in. I don't really know where, but somewhere. Okay. Where are we? Some sort of roguish thieves guild? Who's this? Hello.
Hi, friend.
Locals don't have the scratch to feed my fingers like the merchants from afar. You'd think the rooting banditry would have some professional courtesy for their city-sitting cousins and let a mark or two through. So, have we entered some sort of rogue's den, I assume? I don't know if it's safe to touch anything to look inside of it, so I'll leave it be. Hey, look, that guy has the name Ravenscar. Alatos Ravenscar, Thubold, Raysar, Red Edge.
Hi, friend.
You have an unfamiliar mug. Must be new to town, eh? Take a long walk seawise. There ain't enough lootings for the sneaksmen around here already. Keep your hands in your own pockets and we'll get along spanky dandy.
Hi, friend.
Picking pockets ain't as profitable as it once was. It's nearly enough to drive a man to honest work. Let's have Corin start pickpocketing the rogues. We'll see how that goes.
Pleasure to meet you.
I've no interest in talking to the likes of you unless you loosen the strings of your purse a bit. Then I'll be happy to chat and to lighten the heavy load you are burdened with.
So I kicked him in the head till he was dead.
Normally I don't give the hairs on a sweet rat's attitude about local concerns, but now I cannot even buy a new set of picks because of the iron shortage.
I'll not taint the beauty of the night with superfluous chatter.
Whoa.
I'll not taint the beauty of the night with superfluous chatter.
I'm glad that he spoke up the second time. I was like, I can't hear you. Narlan Darkwalk. Okay. I'll not taint the beauty of the night with superfluous chatter. I gotta use that.
So eyes at daggers drawn with him, and he drops the swag and runs.
Yeah. So he just walks out to talk to me. And now I know of you. New sneaksman you be, though I canna see no need, a latos need, but look at home for to find a dab of thievery. Mayhaps we be testing your talent, for your rank riders bungle the score. You up to me task? Eh? What accent is that? Oh. I love it when I'm locked into my own dialogue options. I have no idea what you just said. Do you speak common? Heh, you be no thief, you can't speak the cant, you talk with the lados before you get killed. Now hop the twig and get thee hence, you jackanapes. I couldn't understand anything he said. Oh, the other guy left as well. Oh. Bassam.
Greetings, fellow rogues.
Maybe I missed out on an opportunity there. Me name's Husum. I've heard quite a bit about yours exploits. You've really caused the Iron Throne some trouble, haven't you? I'd like to talk with a bunch of yous. What says you? What do you have to say? You're the mercs who's been tangling with the Iron Throne, aren't you? Well, I'm Husam, and I've kept informed of most of your doings. Listen well to what's I got to tell you. You know what's? I hates the Iron Throne. They took my store, my money, and my wife. They took my whole life, they did. Excuse me? Now all I've got is this damn horse piss. To think I used to work for those manure piles. Get on with it. What did you want to talk to us about? Well, I wanted to talk about the Iron Thrones. Ask me anything about those manure eaters and I'll tell you. I works for them, remember? And what are the Iron Throne's plans? The Thrones' plans. They want to make money, always more money, but I know this. Their leaders, the big Threeans, they're going to Candle's Keeps. Yes, they are. Something big, something huge is going to happen there. Candlekeep, eh? The big three leaders of the Iron Throne. They're not going to hit me with, like, the dead three, are they? Are we doing dead three? That in this time period are the big three? Withers, where are you? I need you. Help! Surely it's just a different three, right? Not Bane, Baal, and Merkel? Well, okay, Hussam, who are the leaders of the Iron Throne? The leaders of the Iron Throne. There's Realtar and Anchovies. There's the big guy sent by the Evens bigger guys down in Sembia. This whole operation is his baby. He has two other guys, Brunos and Thaldorn. Brunos is a big, dumb, drunk, half-orc, damn half-breezed, could never hold his liquor. Thaldorn's a pansy. Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. There's Saravok. He's the son of a Realtar. He's a mean cuss. So there's four, not three. Realtar, Top Dog, Brunos, Thaldorn, and Saravok. I'm tired now. I need to go home and sleep. If you ever needs me, you can find me at the Elf Song Tavern. Goodbye. The Elf Song. For what purpose, we do not know. The Iron Throne leaders have gone to Candlekeep. Should we go down the stairs? Can we go down the stairs? It doesn't look like we can. Interesting. I guess we missed our opportunity for whatever that guy wanted to do. And there's a room here. There we go.
'Twill be the darkest day you never seen, before I don't have what you need.
For the right price, anyway. Black Lily. What do we need today? Remember, cash or hit the bricks. I extend no credit, especially to new recruits. Arrow of Dispelling. Whoa, that's kind of huge. This arrow will remove magical enchantments. Enchantment? 1,800 gold for only 5. Like, that's like a... That's a... You use one of those and hope that it hits when you hit someone. That is pretty massive. I'm sure that there's probably a good a couple of good fights that you would use that in. Damn, and we've got another re-up on the potions of healing. We will take your entire stock. Potion of power. 80% of current base, Thaco. 20% more hit points, 20% hide in shadows, pickpockets, open locks, find traps. Oh my god, wow. Similar to the potion of heroism, that it effectively raises the imbiber's level, but it does raise thieving abilities. It does not raise the backstab multiplier. This effect is applied to the base. That's 2,000 gold. We do have a stealth mission coming up in the trading thing, so do we only send in Corin with a potion of power and have him kind of walk around and go, you're not going to find me? We should probably let's go get Imoen and have them both work together. 2 thieves. Sorry that we didn't get to show you Baldur's Gate, Imoen. Magic, shielding, blocking, protection, more antidotes. Another potion of heroism, which is that, but without the thieving. We do already have a potion of master thievery for even more of the opening locks and the picking the pockets. So maybe if we go into this place with Corin, I'll just do that as well. The sling of unerring accuracy. Danderfox was one of the greatest heroes of the Hin. The small people, also known as halflings, from the concealment of forest arbors, he would attack rich caravans for a teeth, which he would then distribute among the local poor. Dandy Fox Robin Hood, the heroic robber, finally met his end on the point of a guardsman's spear, but not before the constabulary had learned to fear and hate his infallible aim. Will take, I reckon. I'd say that that's just a good idea. So let's buy the potions of healing, give them into Dynahair's inventory. We'll take the potion of power. Should we? Yes. We'll sell Valoraine's plate and the chainmail. Because we're going to be focusing on keeping Corin in light armor stuff, so we'll sell that for 3,300. Sell some more gems. And basically we're doing a barter. We're doing a nice little trade and then some for the potion of power. Buy that for you. Now the rest, the sling can go to Dynahair. Cloak of Protection, +1. This simple cloak has been imbued with some small magical properties to help protect its wearer. Affects both saving throws and armor class. I said ideal for mages. It's 3,600. Could give that to Dynahair. I don't know. I'm going to buy Arrow of Dispelling. I just think that does seem like a genuine thing that you would want to have in your inventory as like oh shit, that guy's casting Ultima, you know? So I'll grab 5 of those. Maybe 600 for 5 darts of stunning. Maybe not, but dart +1. 5 of those. I will do that because now that Dynahair, our inventory full. Now that Dynahair can wield it. Oh my god, it does less damage. It's the Thaco drop, but it does 1 less damage. No. Speed factor 6. It is faster as well. So yes, I'll do that. We'll have Dynahair buy darts, and maybe we just go for 50 dart +1s. So have that sitting in her inventory as well. So that only does 2 to 4, but it's something to throw. Probably just going to sell off some of these cloaks as well. I mean, the elemental resistances, it's tempting to keep. Save versus death. Save versus petrification. I mean, it's only like a +1. So, I don't know. I don't know which spell will come up against more. Electrical, fire, or ice. It depends. If we fight a dragon, probably fire. If we fight other wizards, probably lightning bolts. But I need to make space. So, it's just not working out for me. So, we'll sell these robes for some money as well. At least the Traveler and the Adventurer robe, maybe keep those 3 robes for now. I'm not going to be hitting people for barkskin, I don't think. So you can take that. In terms of scrolls, not in the mood to buy. I completely understand. That's all good. I'm so glad that we just even have containers, obviously. And we'll probably leave it at that for now. We'll split up the arrow of dispelling across the group. That'll probably have multiple different uses for them. Get rid of the sling +1. You sure you don't want any bandit scalps? They're pretty cool. I feel like they're pretty cool. Probably going to get rid of that small shield. The Spider's Bane. If we ever need an emergency, 5,500 gold. But who knows if we'll encounter some Baldur's Gate spiders. You just never know. Never know what you'll go up against in a treacherous city such as this. Alright, with that, we've done some shopping. I don't know where this goes, but before we leave, let's have a conversation with whoever's in here. Alatos Ravenscar and Rassar.
Apologies, but you must die.
Apologies, but you must die. Don't bother me. Do you know who I am? I'm an envoy of the mighty nation of Halrua, and if you value your miserable life, you'll step away immediately. Jeez.
Welcome, my little friends. Please, relax, and keep your weapons at your sides.
No need for hostility. I simply must apologize for the manner of my thieves. I suppose a thieves' guild must keep a measure of malice about it, but it does tend to put a cloud over introductions. I am Alatos Thubald, though I thank you not to mention that too often. You are Apocalypse, of course. Be not surprised. There are very few people in Baldur's Gate I cannot name. You have been here for only a few days, and have already made quite a stir. This is quite the honor, having one such as yourself interested in my travels. Are we flattering each other? Let's just say your interest in me is flattering, though I question your intent. Oh, I don't intend to flatter, merely to assure you that you have been watched since you entered the city. As for my intent, I do have a proposition for your group to consider. A small task, really, best suited to someone unknown here. I am quite sure that the membership of a thieves' guild would include several people capable of whatever you ask. Danger of being recognized seems a minor concern if one is not able to be seen at all. Why do you need me? Shrewd, very shrewd. I do indeed have many fine individuals of exceptional skill, but a large number of them are vacationing at the garrison this season. The guard have been exceptionally vigilant, what with the banditry on the roads. To their credit, they have captured several of my best people. I am sure that in the history of guilds, we are the first to experience a shortage of thieves. What exactly is it you would have me do? What is my reward, and how much could you afford to pay? It's quite the bit of intrigue, actually. A local wizard by the name of Chandelar makes his home in a moored Halruan skyship. It would appear that he has knowledge to reproduce these flying marvels and is currently organizing the sale of the recipe to Grand Duchess Leah Janeth. Janeth mentioned. He has drawn up a set of rituals and has procured an artifact fragment and an ancient statuette vital to the spell that keeps the ships aloft. These he has divided amongst his daughters until the deal is to proceed. I have been contacted by a representative of the Halruans, probably this rude guy right here, and they have no wish to see scores of flying ships manufactured in every port. You are to infiltrate the place of exchange, steal the ingredients, and return here with them. Simple enough. You would be well paid, enough gold to give you a backache, and if I am well pleased, mayhaps a magical weapon or two. Perhaps a little more, perhaps a little less. It entirely depends upon your performance. A performance-based payment. So we've got 2 stealth missions to do right now. I wish a set price with half the coin in my purse beforehand. Interesting. Take the payment up front, but we could be missing out on something even better. I will say, seems a fairly straightforward bit of burglary and well within my ability. I love to lie on my resume. I accept this challenge and hope it increases my standing within the guild. As it should be. Now that you have agreed, the facilities of the guild are at your disposal. Feel free to make use of them and make your presence known to the other members. You have my permission, so they will be less likely to kill you on sight. As for your mission, you have a 10-day to complete it. Informants have told me that the Duchess intends to take possession of the components that 10th day, and the exchange will be hosted by Oberyn at his estate. As I see it, you have several options. Directly persuade any of the involved parties to hand over the items, or burgle them out from under their noses. Good luck. Cool, so we do have an ability to pickpocket. I feel like we should give that a shot, because we haven't done really any pickpocketing at all. I might even try and figure out if I can get Imowen and Corrin in the party, and maybe see if we can ditch Khalid. We'll see. I have been hired to do a bit of burglary. I am to sneak into Oberyn's estate and there steal several magical components from the 3 daughters of Chandalar. The components in question are the necessary ingredients for creating our Howruan flying ship, and they want their secret preserved and the items stolen. Alatos suggested that I either persuade the daughters to release their items with my oozing charisma, or spirit them out from under their noses. The items are as follows: a spellbook that outlines the rituals needed, a statuette of indeterminate origin, and a fragment of some powerful artifact. I am to return to the Thieves Guild once the items are in my possession. Will you be nicer now? No. No. Because he's not part of the Thieves Guild. He's a guest. And he's an arsehole. Okay. Anyone else around here before we leave?
Hi, friend.
Normally I don't give the hairs on a sweet rat's patoot about local concerns. Can't even buy a new set of picks. Alright, let's go. Never mind, we're entering so many rooms.
Hi, friend.
You've an unfamiliar mug. Ah, and there we go, we're outside. Now I'm here. Where did I go to get in this place again? It was there. Okay, so this big building, and then there's another front door. I like how it's like multiple buildings on the front that all seem to go into this little Thieves Guild.
Arms for the poor.
Take my gold. Use it well. Become my ears and eyes in the city, of course.
You're a long
The smiths here in town don't seem to be having such a great time with the iron shortage.
Can I assist you?
I've heard lots of talk about war. It's all my husband and his loudmouth friends can talk about. Alright, what's this place? Is this magic? Sorcerer's Sundries! It is Sorcerer's Sundries. How cool is that? I love that there will be some locations that I will be able to visually recognize. Even if some geography is probably changed. That's very cool. Sorcerer's Sundries. Ordulin. Can I call you Ord? And Halbazar Drin.
Yeah, mate?
Ah, fair adventurers. The roads of this fair city are lined with fools, are they not? 2 of the greatest are Archeon and Nemphri, necromancers grown bitter over lost love. Alas, but they use petty trinkets as their excuse for enmity. Nemphri covets Archeon's bloodstone amulet, and Archeon dreams of her onyx ring. Steal those trinkets and bring them to me, and perhaps those 2 fools can at last find peace. You just hire people to pickpocket when you see them? This is our first conversation. He says, those necromancers, you want to get that stuff? So why is Baldur's Gate the city of thieves, apparently? This is, we're being given so many pickpocketing missions now.
Yes?
And who might you be then? Come to check out the wares of old Halberzer? Well, be quick about it, and mind you don't get fidgety when we talk payment. You knew when you came in the door that my wares were magical. Premium items demand a premium price. Hey, you got any portals to like a tower around here? Alright, let's see what you got. Just straight up hide armor, which it does make that all worse. It has a negative effect on thief abilities. The Thresher. With one rod of steel and another of bronze, this double-headed flail metes out punishment right and left. The weapon's carved wooden haft depicts scenes of battle in which the champions of Helm, each wielding an identical flail, wade through a field of orcs, threshing them like so much wheat. I wish that when I, had a look at an item, I could kind of just do a very quick compare to what I currently have, instead of quick saving, buying the item, seeing, then going, oh yeah, It's a bit of a shit situation. Arrow of Slaying. Slay Ogre Mage upon touch, just specifically an Ogre Mage. His arrow is twisted and black, almost radiating evil as if possessed by something larger than itself. It was made specifically to kill one type of creature, and one type only. In this case, the unlucky being is the Ogre Mage. Two, and it's, oh wait, there's only one arrow. Which specific Ogre Mage am I going to encounter in Baldur's Gate that has their name on it, on this arrow? That is crazy. Arrow of Detonation. A particularly debilitating effect on its victims as, upon impact, it explodes into a huge ball of fire and shrapnel, affecting all within the area. Actual missile. Actual damage type missile. That's crazy. Arrow of Fire plus 200 arrows of ice. Hey, we finally actually have arrows of piercing outside of the 3 that I currently own that I've been sitting on. So I'll add a couple more to the inventory. Who knows when there would be a potential armored foe. Oh wait, hang on, it's in stacks of 5, isn't it? So maybe not. Maybe just give me 25 of them. And 25 of those. And 25 of these. How good are arrows? Also, Arrow of Dispelling costs less here, I think. Wasn't it 1800? It costs less in the magic place. Oh no. Bullet plus 2. Give Dynahair some of those as well. 3 potions of healing that I will just take off your hands. They're better suited with me. I don't know if I'm really... Here's the thing. My RPG experience with a lot of potions ends up being, whoa, I'll save that for a rainy day, and then I just like totally forget. Especially when it's stuff like using the potion of like strength or just really useful things. I go, wow, that's cool. We have a whole potion case that I just haven't been touching. Clairvoyance empowers the wizard to see in his mind the geographical features and buildings of the region he is currently exploring. It's like a map reveal, but not for people, just for the actual zone. Anything that you can learn in here, Dynahair, be good to highlight you specifically. Monster Summoning. Non-detection. By casting this spell, makes the creature touched undetectable by divination spells such as Clairaudience, Clairvoyance, Locate Object, ESP, and detect spells including Invisibility, Purge for 4 hours. It does not affect the known alignment spell. My thoughts is we could like do some form of, potions of invisibility, maybe even something like this. Have spells casted on my thief character, who then proceeds to do some pickpocketing and some running around. So that actually seems like a pretty decent spell to grab. And then I can cast it on Orin, and then he can go in and have some fun. Ice Storm, Animate Dead, Cone of Cold, Melf's Minute Meteors, several small globes of fire. Sounds fun. Friends. I wish Dynahead could just learn sleep. There's just the straight invisibility spell as well. So that is invisibility. Vanish from sight and be undetectable. Of course, the invisible creature is not magically silenced, and certain other conditions can render the creature detectable. Even allies cannot see the invisible creature or its gear unless these allies can normally see invisible things or employ magic to do so. Items dropped or put down by the invisible creature become visible. Items picked up disappear, tucked into their clothing or pouches worn by the creature. The spell remains in effect until it is magically broken or dispelled, until the recipient attacks any creature, or until 24 hours have passed. The caster cannot perform any actions that manipulate the environment, such as opening doors, disarming a trap, or opening a chest. Okay, so it's like I could pickpocket while being invisible, but I'm very, very vulnerable to a lot of other things. So I think we might just go for the undetectable thing, and maybe that will work out well, perhaps. A casting time, 9, duration, only 1 turn. Duration of 1 turn. Application of this spell increases the strength of the character to 18, then adds 50% bonus on top of this. It says that its duration is only 1 turn. Oh, hang on. What does it mean by 1 turn though? Because is that 1 round? Which is not very long? I guess it's like you cast it on them for like an immediate use of strength or something if they need to like move something. Not sure. We could have Dynahead learn Power Word Sleep for specific characters. Like if I want to pickpocket them as well, like we could go for these 3 characters, put them to sleep, and then loot from their body. So I might pick up Power Word Sleep now as well. That could be just a fun time. I believe we've already learnt Haste. Minor Globe of Invulnerability. An immobile, faintly shimmering magical sphere that prevents first, second, or third level spell effects from penetrating. Globe of Invulnerability. Crazy. Sunfire is like a fireball. It detonates with a low roar and delivers damage proportional to the level of the wizard. Polymorph Self. You can assume the form of another creature. It also gains the physical mode of locomotion and breathing as well. Farsight. View an area of an unexplored map. Oh, nice. You can spy on that area, even noting creatures and fortifications. Wow. Level 4 though. Secret Word. Dispel 1 spell protection of 8th level or lower. The spells that are affected by this are minor spell turning, minor globe of invulnerability, spell immunity, spell deflection, spell turning, spell shield. Magic resistance does not affect. Contagion, classic. Otterluke's Resilient Sphere. Greater Maluzon. Great stuff in here. Wand of Paralyzation. Stun target. Bloody expensive. Oh, just a straight up Wand of Sleep. Emit a gold beam of energy at its targets up to a maximum range of 60 feet, affecting a 15-foot radius. If the target creatures fail, they will fall into a deep comatose sleep for 2 turns. Wand of Sleep. Not as expensive as I thought. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to pick up Wand of Sleep. That could be great for, like, we have Power Word Sleep for, like, single targets, but if there's, like, a group, Dynahead can finally go, doom, save it for, we have 10 emergencies. Wand of the Heavens. This wand will cause a pillar of flame to shoot out of the sky and strike the chosen target. The flames will do 8d6 damage to the target, unless the target makes a save, in which he would take half. The wand only has a certain amount of charges. Not usable by a mage. Who can use such a thing? So another 4,800 gold potentially being spent here. Hopefully I get some good gold and some good loot soon to replenish my stores, but I think we've done pretty well getting a decent amount of money to be able to buy stuff like this. I guess I can't buy all of this because I must be at some form of item limit. Just gonna sell my mage robes, honestly. It's done. I'm selling the mage robes. Get them out of my sight. And then we'll buy these. There you go. Thank you. Just get the robes out of here. I've been holding on to them for too long. Absolutely unnecessary. The elemental arrows will be very, very nice. The wands are going to be great. We have bullet +2. We've got bullet of fire. We have bullet of electricity. We've got bullet of ice. So we've got a lot of long-range bullets to be throwing. Let's learn non-detection. And let's learn power word sleep. In our little thing here, we will put on non-detection and memorize that. And then we've got haste as well. Hope we get another spell slot soon. I can put slow in there because I think slow is going to be very good. Let's take off that power word sleep in there. So I can go bam, asleep. And I'll probably put 2 in there. Very good. Okay. What a shopping trip, right? What a shopping trip that was. But I think that was pretty fun. I think that's going to be worth it in the long run as well, in regards to what we have. Now, Arrow of Dispelling is going to be like a situation where I guess we'll just have one person sitting on them. But if the moment comes up, we will have to split it across characters or something. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right. After all of this messing around, we have cleared up some inventory, got people in a position where we're ready to move on. A lot of money being spent in this location, but we're preparing ourselves for a decent amount of pickpocketing, apparently. So got a few jobs related to, hey, can you steal this thing? Let's go up the stairs. I want to check out this place. Looks a little different than what I'm used to. You know, whoa. Knee-man. Oh, look, what a cute little party. Invading our space. We were preparing a ritual, and you all but ruined it. What do you mean your space? This is a store, and I'm a customer. Thank you for that wonderful display of simian logic. Now scram. Oh my god. The duality of man. What's a simian? And for your information, a number of important sociological and psychological theorists have posited that stores exist in an intermediate space, neither private nor public in nature, but combining elements of both. Displays in store windows, for instance, can best be viewed as mental constructs projected onto the public consciousness as a means of engendering mass conformity derived solely from the supposedly private domain of consumer choice. Ah, yeah, it's enough to drive one mad. Make it stop, make it stop. Okay, I've entered a ritual room, apparently. Didn't realize that was really something that was going to happen. I was shopping. Alright, sorry for my fatigued companions, but we're gonna, let's start attacking. Attack! Right now, with haste. With haste. Everybody, Ulam and Nieman, get him. Oh, and also Weber Ott and William Gast, get him. Oh no, the full party. The full party. The full party. We're so done. We're done. It's over. The full party. And now the mages have free reign to cast so many other spells. Oh no, oh no. Oh, it's a tragedy. Whenever you guys want to break free of that spell, you're going downstairs. Oh my, look at us. We're still going. We're still walking around. Are you guys quite done? This spell lasts for so long, dude. Okay. Wow, that spell lasts for so long. Kill these men. Look how fragile they are. Glass cannons. Die. 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 We actually survived, by the way. Just in case you weren't aware. No way. Actual clutch. I actually expected a reload was in my future. I thought I was about to get party wiped. Turns out it was them that got wiped. Alright, let's grab some magical items. Don't mind if I do. God damn it. Okay. What ritual were you guys up to? A mage robe of fire resistance. ×2. And 1 of cold. A ring. I need a rest. God damn it. And another dagger +1. Which is not better than my club, so probably going to sell that. Spider spawn. Upon casting this spell, the wizard conjures several spider eggs into existence, quickly producing fully grown spiders that remain under the wizard's telepathic control. The type of spiders that appear depend upon the level. Giant spider, phase spider, sword spider. There is a 20% chance that 2 spiders of the proper type will appear instead of just 1. They will remain under the wizard's control until slain, or the spell duration expires. And what level is Dinah here right now? Level 6, so we're not getting a different type of spider anytime soon. Shall I just use... Can I use this on an item? If I put it here, I can't put it there. How do I, like... There are some scrolls that we can put in the quick bar and then we can highlight them. I guess it's with this spell memorized. Yeah, okay. So there's some spells that have to be memorized, some that don't. I'm this far into the game and haven't locked that in yet. We're going crazy on the goddamn fire ones though, which is pretty sick. Throw some more fireballs in, have a good time. Also some more magical items. We have a mage robe of electrical resistance, so I, only just sold mine. And I've already been given another 3. Did you guys know what you had upstairs going on, by the way? You don't care about what was going on upstairs? No? Okay. I need to go to an inn. The Elf Song Tavern will probably do, because we're almost dead. A Wand of Fire and the Jester's Folly. Ring of Clumsiness. The most notorious owner of this ring made a substantial living exploiting its cursed nature. Gregoria the Fool, a jester by trade, would use his incomparable sleight of hand to switch this ring with that of a patsy taken from his audience. The rest of his performance would involve the mocking of the newly clumsy individual, much to the delight of their comrades. The ring was removed, by a method known only to the wily jester, only once the stooge had promised no reprisals for the treatment he had received, though Gregoria frequently still had to make a hasty retreat. His last known performance was rumoured to have been an ill-humoured mage in Zental Keep, a show from which he did not flee quite fast enough. Dexterity and stealth minus 50, 75% chance of a spellcasting failure. Is there a reason why a wizard was wearing such a thing? And can we plant a ring on a person? Are we able to do that? Hey, take this ring. You might have fun with it. I genuinely don't know. Kind of funny. We'll have to see. Sell more of those. We have a wand of fire with 18 casts in it, which is great for us. Let's get out of here. Quickly interrupting a ritual like it's nobody's business. This is just one portion of the city as well. So this is going to be a fun time for us to explore other areas. Hit up a lot of locales, do a lot of potential pickpocketing, get some valuables.
Hello.
I heard that the Onions and Room are the duffers who've been causing all this trouble lately. We got to invade Arm and show them how we treat treacherous scum such as them. This door is rotting off its hinges. This is locked. I guess if it's like a proper location, it'll have a sign, and if not, it's a house of some kind. And where was that question mark symbol? Never mind. We'll just walk in. Hello, is this a home of some kind? Oh, I saw the... we walked right past him. Hold on. Maltz.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
Hello there, I'm Maltz. I know my place doesn't look much like a store, but I think it suits my purposes quite nicely. What is it that you'd like? Maltz. Maltz has the very basic of things. Very good. Thank you for your time. I will leave you alone. I'm looking for the Elfsong Tavern before I get killed. Nice. Alright, unlocking a few different areas to travel to. I assume the Elfsong Tavern might even be in a different area such as this. If I could put my head on a pillow... Oh, wait. No, it's right here. The big old place. Yay. Oh my god. The Elfsong Tavern. We're in. Let us get a room.
What you want?
What you want? Who's this? Cortinus. Aye, you be fighters and mages and monster killers all, be ya? We may not all be fighters and we may not all be mages, but each of us has a monster's death throes to our name. Why do you ask? The roads be lined with bandits of every ilk and description, but the most fearsome be their monstrous hobgoblins. Do us all a favor and place a blade into their gut. Okay, no worries, mate. Ooh, Hussam. Hussam is here now. Our drunk guy. He did say he'd be at the Elfsong.
You want some whiskey?
Welcome, travelers. I trust you will keep your weapons with your wits and not provoke trouble while here. It's the best thing for everyone. You'll find that the majority of our customers are well equipped to defend themselves and, if need be, the bar as well. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes. First, everybody, we've made it to the Elfsong Tavern. That's worth a party. Let's... Drinks on me. I'll have a Tanager's Stout Ale, please. Delicious. Jahira, what do you have? I'll have a Suze Ale, please. Minsk. Golden Sands brews, 5 of them. There we go. Minsk gets the thing. It's been really weird these past few months. Iron's been going bad, falling apart, almost as if it was rusting for no particular reason. From what I hear, most of this bad iron comes from the mines at Nashkel. What a rumor. Thank you. Khalid, what do you have? Westgate Ruby wine, please. Dinah here. Ceylonian Topaz wine, too, please. And Corin, what do you have? One of everything. I always mix my drink. Yummy, yummy. All right. We got something else. Seems like the iron problem down in Nashville solved. Good update on the rumor there. A group of mercenaries went into the mines and cleared up what's been causing all the trouble. Brave folk go find what was down there. Seven Sons has been acting very strange of late. The company seems to be intent on losing money. Even a simple bartender like myself can see the foolishness of some of their decisions. I doubt the Iron Throne is crying about it, though. They're making a lot of inroads because of the Sons' mistakes. With iron being so scarce, I don't see how the Flaming Fist is going to continue to be an effective police force. No new weapons and no new armor. Not a good thing. There you go. We all partied with the bartender, got sufficiently wasted, I think Corin more than the rest, and now we go to bed. Sleep it off. A royal suite, please. Thank you very much. Okay. A nice 16-hour recovery from the hangover. We have rested. We have our spells back. And chilling in the Elfsong Tavern is where we're going to bring this episode of Baldur's Gate to a close. Thank you so much for joining me as we have finally entered the city, seen a couple of familiar locations, which is very, very fun, walked into rituals, gotten into trouble, and numerous stealth-related pickpocketing, thieving missions that we are preparing for. So Corin has got, he's got a lot of work to do. He's got to impress us with the thieving ahead, but I'm excited to check that one out with the items that we've purchased and the spells that we have procured. And we will just have to wait and see. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you enjoyed the episode, subscribe if you haven't already, and you can get 2 weeks of early access on Patreon if you'd like to support me directly. And with that one, I will see you next time.